Alright, so what's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to some more Sacred Questions, I almost said Pokemon. Jesus fuck. But welcome back to some more Sacred Questions. This was kind of different because I actually went ahead and I went on Instagram to go get some questions. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram and or Twitter, definitely go in the description section below to go check it out. Come through, follow the boy, and come get your questions answered, I guess. But I went ahead and I got some questions from both YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. I have the Instagram sits on my phone, just sitting here. And if you guys know what Sacred Questions is, it's literally self-explanatory. You guys ask the questions, whether it's on Instagram, Twitter, or the YouTube community page, whenever I post on for it. And I obviously go ahead, take however many questions I get that aren't repeats or aren't boring, and I just answer them, honestly. And so this one should add a lot more context. There really are a lot of good questions in this one, like really like in-depth questions regarding me personally. Now I kind of like where this is gonna go. But while we're on the subject of some things, things happening while we're waiting for the next playthrough to start, remember Summer with the Squad stuff. We have the Pokemon Sun Egglock Send Me Eggs video going up on Wednesday. We have the UCL draft going on this weekend. We also have the Pokemon Adventures Red co-op with Jay coming next Friday, as well as 2 other playthroughs, fan games, versuses, you'll see. But with that being said, let's get into these questions. I'm actually really excited, I've drunk like a lot of coffee, and I'm really excited. So my boy Akash Mutteraj, hey, that's fire. Hello, that's a dope ass name. What the fuck going on? Asks, what's your favorite kind of lock to play other than just a plain Nuzlocke? Honestly, real talk, I think you gotta go to Egglock. Like, Egglock is literally like the number one way to like subscribe or to interact with your subscribers. Like, it's like, oh shit, hey, here's ironically enough, like I'm doing an Egglock in a couple of days actually. I just was like, it was dope as fuck because whenever you would do Egglock, it was like the biggest thing in the world because, you'll go a year growing your channel, you'll do all this extra stuff, gaining an audience, and it's like, okay, y'all, look, we're about to play a hard-ass version of a game, randomized, hardened, whatever you want to call it. Send me some eggs. We're going to go through that hard-ass game with some eggs. And people would do that, and whenever they would see, their eggs get shown up, or like, people using their eggs, and then we hatch the eggs and everything like that, it's really cool to me just to see the interaction, with, the subscribers and everything like that. I just feel like that's like the best lock variation ever. I think other than that, probably like a regular, Soul Link with a couple rules changed up. I like Soul Links a lot. Even though, like, me and Nexus have this, like, really weird thing where I just sack off shit on purpose. My boy Silver Summers List asked, will you ever play Pokemon Ranger? I only really like one Pokemon Ranger game in the series, actually. It's Shadows of Almia. I would play through it, but only if, like, the support is there for it, because I know those games are like, they're not mystery dungeon games, and even then, mystery dungeon games, viewership wise, don't really get as much. So it's like, if you guys want it, then sure, it's no issue to just grab a DS and just start circling fucking mons or whatever. Because I actually like Pokemon Rangers a lot. I just know how YouTube subscribers are, where it's like, oh hey, yeah, we want to see it, but then like, only like half of the people watch it, or the majority don't, and it's kind of just like, all right, thank you. Like it's weird, but I mean, hey, I still enjoy everything. My boy Red Rudy asked, what's your favorite anime and why? My favorite anime has to go to Fully Cooley, or FLCL, only because I was so young when I watched it. It was definitely one of those shows on Cartoon Network or Adult Swim or Toonami that would come on, and it was just a bunch of randomness going on, and I was too young to understand like what was going on and like the symbolism behind it or whatever. And like as I grew up, like every time I would rewatch it, it was just like I always learned something new. It's different interpretations, symbolisms are here and there. It's just different. And so I'm just like, yo, like this is kind of dope. Like this 6-episode anime is my favorite anime of all time. I got like 2 manga of the original story, like the original FLCL story. I'm gonna get like a Adamus sign tattoo. If you guys don't know, it's like the circle with like the little like I forgot what it's called in the middle of it. I love FLCL, dude. It's really like my favorite anime of all time, honestly. My boy Beku asked, what keeps you motivated, life, videos, etc. Honestly, I just have this like weird intuition or this weird, like thing in my head that's like, everything's gonna be alright. Like, there are better days coming. And even if you do have like bad days, I feel like everybody has bad days. So your bad days is not the end of the world, and your circumstances and your situations, it isn't going to be the last time you're going to feel that way. It isn't going to be the last time you're going to think the way you do. It isn't going to be the last time this type of situation comes up, whatever it is. It's just better that you move on and continue to grow, so the next time it happens, you're prepared and it doesn't affect you at all or not as much. My boy James, this is actually like the best question out of all the Twitter ones. Not saying everybody else is asked, but this is like the best one out of everything else here. How long do you think you could be producing content? Is there an end game or something like retirement within your mindset or content creation? I feel like, you know, content creation is like a form of artistry. And no, it's not, you know, music and poetry, and it's not like, oh, it's not a brush, it's not a mat, it's nothing like that, right? But it is a form of creation or creating that I really do enjoy. So even if I like, you know, stop making videos and I stop streaming, you know, maybe I can edit, or maybe I can, you know, edit videos, or maybe I can like make something more with everything that I've learned, you know, from this YouTube stuff, and, you know, take it, expand on it even more, and like, you know, a corporate type of standpoint, you know, like, and there is no end game to creation, I feel, because you're gonna always be creating something. There's a creative mind in I just like creating shit. Like, to be honest with you, like, back when I was like maybe like 10 or 11 years old, I would create like little fan stories or whatever of just like characters, like actual like books. My school journals would become like books, and I would just keep writing and keep writing and keep writing. That's a form of art. You know, we did a podcast like a year ago, and I want to bring it back in the fall, and that's a form of creating art. You know, I make videos, you know, for hours on end, and I stream for hours on end, entertaining whoever watches it. And that's a form of art. Like, I'm expressing my interest and my my addiction to creating, honestly, and I'm getting paid for it. Thank God. I mean, it means a lot, honestly. You know, I feel like, you know, a lot of people, when they do have jobs, you know, there's a lot of jobs that I'm like, you know, and they have like these dreams, have these aspirations that they do want to get to, but apparently they don't get to it, and it sucks, unfortunately. But I'm pretty blessed to have the opportunity to, if not be where I'm at, to have the opportunity to eventually get to where I want to be. And it's just one of those things where it's just like, I don't know, dog, I'm a creative. I actually like creating stuff. You know, I really want to go outside of, you know, Teespring and make more merchandise, like not just actual, oh hey, here's a fucking shirt and that be it, but like wristbands and fucking, you know, clothes, you know, like I really have like this weird idea in my head. It's gonna be dope. But I'm actually really excited for like just like life in general, just because, you know, me being a creative and me using this platform as a way to talk to everybody, and like just, I guess, just grow an audience, grow a following, and taking that following to the next level with whatever I want to do. I mean, honestly, there you go. There's not much I can say left. I mean, it's just, I don't know. There is no end game. There's no end game to creating. I feel like, you know, like, did God stop creating when he created humans? No, because people are still born every day. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of just like, you know, life is creating. Like, it's all about, more. You know, it's weird because, you know, you get into like this weird cycle of like, I want more and more and more. Like, it's not enough. You want to create. And honestly, I enjoy it thoroughly. There are days where I have like rough spots and I just like don't want to do anything, or like, you know, things on the channel aren't doing so well and I'm like stressed the hell out. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, people are gonna be people. They're gonna watch what they're gonna watch. They're gonna, you know, enjoy what they're gonna enjoy. And, you know, it's not my fault for whatever. It's literally just what I'm doing that's not like favorite. You know, it's fine. Like I said, it's cool. My boy X asks, throughout your life, what are the best gaming moments you remember? Example, getting a new game, beating a game, unlocking stuff in a game, etc. You know what's crazy? I got 3, and I always say this: when Kingdom Hearts 3 got announced, it was me, Skyward Wing, and my boy Kami. We were in a Skype call. This is back when Skype was like the shit. And it was just us watching E3, and the first trailer, niggas was spazzing. I was crying tears of joy. The second one was when I got my limited edition. It was like the intent. It was the GameCube DS. It was the GameCube XD Gala Darkness. The very first big ass box. Not the one that I bought, but like the big ass box one. And I was like, I want this. And I got it. And then when I beat Skies of Arcadia Legends, my all-time favorite game, 100%. Like, I love that game with like all of my life, dude. My boy Don McFluffles asks, favorite video game genre. It gotta go to RPGs. RPGs are hands down my favorites. I mean, I play Pokemon. I love Persona. Skies of Arcadia is my favorite game of all time. Just RPGs. Dragon Quest, I think it's like 7 or 8. I don't know which one it is, but it's like the King something, the one that got remade from the PS2 to the 3DS. That, like, just RPGs in general, you know, I can go all day, like, just playing or just talking about them. It's RPGs, whether it's action RPGs, turn-based, doesn't matter to me. I just love RPGs, dude. My girl Cool Kimmy asks, how well do you face your anxiety? I want to say I do it. I want to say I fight it off pretty well. Like, there's random moments where it'll just come out like randomly. There's random moments where, you know, certain events or certain like situations will trigger it. Certain words will trigger it, and I'm just like, but I always, I don't know. I'm so self-disciplined up here, or I'm trying to be. But I try really hard to practice self-discipline, and whenever I do feel that way, I either go drink some tea, some really hot black herbal tea. I either take deep ass breaths, really deep breaths, and I just like close my eyes and I stop thinking for a bit and I just like let it go. Even though like a lot of shit's like rushing in my head and my stomach is all in the rain, like it's just like let it like just calm down. You know what I'm saying? Like just breathe, or I'll like, you know, leave, or I'll like go outside, you know, leave, you know, just leave the situation and just go out. Not just, I don't know, I feel like I face off of it pretty well. My boy R&B Plays ask, do you prefer YouTube or Twitch? I like both. I definitely like both. I like YouTube. I know a lot of people, you know, always tell me, you know, you should do more than just Pokemon. You should do more than just this, just that. But people have to understand that this year was a very testing ground for me, because I wanted to see if I can go an entire year going only Pokemon. And I've gained like 15,000 subscribers in this entire year, and that's great and all, but I definitely want to, I think now seeing like the results of me doing all Pokemon, I'll definitely have like a better game plan for next year. It was the challenge for myself and the audience and the algorithm as well. So that's why I guess everything on YouTube is the way that it is. But in terms of Twitch, I can play whatever I want. People come out, however many people, does not matter to me. People subscribe, they show support, they love me, we're just talking conversations or whatever. It's the same thing as YouTube, it's just not a regular video. It's a live interaction, you know. For me, it's just like, I'm just chilling regardless, you know. My guy 3 Mula asked, where do you see the channel heading in 2019? Well, like I answered like the last question, you know, a lot of, I don't know, this is a very testing worthy year. And I'm still working on like a plan for next year, working on like a thing that we can do, because a lot of stuff is coming out next year and I really want to cover it. So I don't know, I'll definitely have like a good answer for this, a better explanatory answer for this maybe in like December, where like the last channel update is going to be, because these are basically like channel updates, but they're not channel updates. It's more so me answering questions. But then, like, you know, I said in the last video, I'm not going to do any more updates, channel updates, unless it's through the community tab, unless it's like emergency only. So I think I don't know, I'm gonna try to be as, you know, try to think this out and find like a medium or whatever for it. My guy Mr. L asks, what's the progress in the fan game you're making? I cannot say. We're still making art. We're still doing rough drafts of the towns. We're still looking for team members. I still need to post on the community forums or whatever and recruit some more people, but we got it, dog. Trust me, I saw some of this shit. This shit look like some fire. I cannot wait, dog. I cannot wait. And now we got some questions coming from Instagram. My boy Beckernum asks, what keeps you going every day to continue YouTube and streaming? Like I said earlier, just creating content. I really do enjoy creating content. Like, I just like making videos. Like, at this point in YouTube where it's like, you know, you'll get demonetized for saying anything, or you'll do this and that. It's just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna make shit. I'm gonna make money off it regardless. As long as it's paying my bills or whatever, then I'm Gucci. You know, I still live with my people, so of course I have the luxury of just, you know, having not a lot of bills, but still some bills to pay off. So as long as I'm paying my shit, I'm Gucci. I don't care, you know? My guy Barely Luca asks, what is your favorite Pokemon fan game that has fake Mon in it? It gotta go to Pokemon Sage. I'm pretty sure y'all know Pokemon Sage. I played through that game like, what, twice? 3 times already? I mean, there's not much I can say. My guy Triple J asks, be honest, how many merch shirts do you own from your YouTube friends? And how many of your own do you have? I have every single ODS shirt that's came out, and I have the Dragon Ball Sublock shirt that I did with Shady. I pretty much have a majority of my own shirts, just to like self-promote, obviously. And I only have like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 of my YouTube friends shirts, only because like some of those shirts are kinda, I'm not gonna lie to you, they're not for me, honestly. Like, I love them to death, but those shirts are more like fan basey like, and I like making shirts personally where it's like you can go out and you can wear those shirts. It's not like some really weird or cringy meme bullshit. I just like, I don't know. I don't want to be that guy, you know? But I think with that being said, that's going to be it for the boy. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys did. Like I said, if you guys want to see your answer or questions answered, go in the description section below. Go to YouTube or go to Twitter and our Instagram. Follow me. And when I do like post on my story and or tweet it out asking for questions or whatever, definitely come through and it will definitely be answered in the video eventually. Because I don't know, I pull a random number out from everything like that. I can't really tell you, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Egglock coming soon. Bye.
Light the leaf, we blowing tree, and you can call it therapy. Take a sip or 2 or 3. I close my eyes, I feel at peace. Break down the weed, pass the Dutch, we put it on it. The fuck is up?